Would you rather work hard once and get paid once, or do the same amount of work and get paid every single day after that? Most people choose the first option without even realizing it. They trade their time, they get one payment, and then they start from zero again the next day. That cycle never ends unless you build something that breaks it. That is exactly what this video is about, and a daily income system is not a complicated thing. People make it sound complicated because they want to sell you a course or a program, but the truth is the concept behind it is simple. You set up a machine or a process that produces something people need regularly, and because they need it regularly, they keep coming back and paying for it regularly. The income does not stop when you stop working. It keeps moving because the demand keeps moving. Now, the most practical version of this for someone who wants to start from the ground up is a physical production business, not online, not digital, a real, tangible product that real people in your area need and will pay for every single day. This is where small machines come in. Small machines that produce everyday products are one of the most overlooked income opportunities available to regular people right now. You do not need a factory. You do not need a warehouse full of staff. You need the right machine, the right product, and a consistent customer base. Let us talk about how this actually works. You identify a product that has daily demand in your area. That means people are buying it every day, not once a week or once a month. Food products, beverages, raw materials for other businesses, items used in cooking or preservation. These are things that move daily. Once you identify the product, you get the machine that produces it, you set up a small operation, and you begin supplying to businesses or households around you. Those buyers, once they are comfortable with your supply, will order from you again and again. That is how the daily income starts to build. The reason this model works so well is because you are not selling to strangers every day. After a short period of building your customer base, you are selling to the same people repeatedly. A restaurant that buys from you every morning will continue buying from you as long as you deliver consistently. A market vendor who depends on your product to keep their goods fresh will call you before you even have to reach out. You become part of their daily operation, and that makes your income predictable. Predictable income is something most people in business are chasing. When you know roughly how much you will make tomorrow based on your regular buyers, you can plan, you can reinvest, you can scale. That is a completely different position to be in compared to someone who is chasing new sales every single day just to survive. Now let us talk about who this is realistic for. You do not need business experience to start this. You do not need a degree in anything. What you need is the willingness to identify what your local area is already spending money on daily and position yourself as the supplier. Walk through your market. Look at what is being bought and sold every morning. Observe what businesses around you are restocking constantly. The answer is usually right in front of you, and it has been there the whole time. The investment required to start this kind of business is also manageable. A small machine that produces a daily use product typically costs far less than people expect. And because you are generating income from the moment you start selling, that initial investment begins paying itself back quickly. The key is choosing the right product for your market and not overcomplicating the operation when you are starting out. Simple is sustainable. Complicated is how people burn out and quit before the business has a chance to work. Scaling comes after you are stable. Once your current machine is running at full capacity and your customers are consistent, you add another machine. Your output doubles, your customer base grows, and your daily income increases. This is how small production businesses grow into real operations without taking on unnecessary risk. One step at a time with daily income funding each step forward. The people who are winning in their communities right now are not always the ones with the most education or the most connections. They are the ones who identified a simple need, built a system to meet that need consistently, and showed up every day to run it. That is the whole formula. There is nothing secret about it. The only difference between them and everyone else is that they started. You do not need to wait for the perfect moment or the perfect amount of money. You need to pick a product your area already buys every day, get the machine that produces it, find your first 5 customers, and then let the daily income build from there. The system is simple. The demand is already there. The only thing left is the decision to start.